Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are covering a red velvet cake with fresh cream. We'll also be adding a chocolate wrap on the outside. Enjoy the video. And here I'm just cutting some strawberries so that I can just add a bit of strawberry flavor to the filling. It's very good sometimes not to just have the usual vanilla. You can just add your strawberries. You can add any flavor that you want. You can add maybe cappuccino. You can also add blueberries. You can add peach. You can also add maybe chocolate chips as well. The sky is the limit on this one, so don't hesitate to add any flavor that you like, guys. So I'm just cutting on the strawberries. And still on the strawberries, I decided to change the angle of the camera so you can see that this is just cutting of the strawberries. Nothing special, nothing specific. It's just cutting any way that you like. And now just getting ready to fill in the cake. I've got my red velvet cake ready. I already baked this cake yesterday. And when it comes to filling or decorating a cake, it's usually better to bake one day before and decorate the next day. It's easier to work with that cake. Unlike if you bake the cake the same day and you try and decorate it on the very day. I wouldn't advise that. Otherwise, the cake will just start, you will start crumbling in your hands, guys. Don't do it. No. So here I'm putting my fresh cream in no particular order. Just do what you feel like doing, what your hand wants to do. Just move the spatula around. And then when you have had enough, or if you think it's not enough, you can add more. It depends with who you're baking the cake for. Some people like this cream, some people don't like too much cream. So if you know the people don't like too much cream, just put a little bit. And if you know the people don't mind the cream, you can add another layer, a thick layer, that is. So the strawberries, I just place them around the cream and not making sure the strawberries are not going on the outside part of the cream, because if they go a little bit on the outside and start showing, they will start falling out. It will be a disaster when finishing up the cake. So I would advise putting the strawberries inside this icing, inside this filling. That will be better. And then we're putting the next layer. And with this layer, it was really, really thin. And I was so scared that it was going to just scramble in my hand. But thank goodness, everything worked out fine. more cream, more cream. Just make sure you take everything out of the bowl, otherwise when you have extra cream remaining, you will not need it. So I'll just advise to use everything that you've made. And because this filling, I just make it with 1 cup, like 1 cup measurement, so it's enough for 1 cake. Making sure the cream is not falling out of the cake. Just scrape, making sure everything stays in one place. Our strawberries, once more. Just trying to just tap the strawberries so that they stay in place. That's good. Now on the last layer, I like layering my cakes in 3s. It depends with what you like, really. You can do 2s, you can do 4s. It's up to you, but I prefer 3. I think 3 gives me a good height. But if you want a taller cake, you can do 4, you can do 5. Sky's the limit. We've got our layered cake that is filled with fresh cream, and it came out well. Red velvet is so delicate, so when you're working with it, try to be so careful. Be very, very extra careful in holding the cakes and everything. But I'm happy with this one. It came out very well. So now putting our cream on the outside. It's still the same fresh cream that I use on the inside. You can still use it on the outside. This is one of the easiest creams to work with on cake. You can use fresh cream, you can use buttercream. That is also another easy one. We'll be doing buttercream next time. But today we are dealing with this fresh cream. So the first layer when covering a cake is called a crumb coat. The reason is you see the cake has these small crumbs that fall out, these small crumbs that fall off the cake. So you put this thin layer to protect all those crumbs from falling down, from falling away from the cake. And you try and do it in such a way that the crumbs don't come out, because the moment these crumbs start falling and then they mess your whole icing, you see, we're using this white cream. And then if the crumbs start falling down, if it's a red velvet cake, it means the whole cream will have like red and these small particles. It will not be so nice. So try and do the crumb coat first, and then when you've got everything holding to everything together, and then you finish off your cake. And also, when you are using your palette knife, just make sure your hand is very light. You don't need to be so stiff or to make it seem like the palette knife is heavy. It's very light. The moment you just think this is light, it's as light as a feather. It makes everything so easy. And now on the sides, I use my scraper. This is the secret tool to getting even sides. And then you just clean it off and you continue. You clean it off and then you continue. Is the secret secret baking equipment that keeps your sides clear, straight, and it makes the job very easy. I think this cake came out well. It's okay because we're going to put a chocolate wrap on the outside, so it really doesn't need to be so perfect. At the end of the day, you will not even see these bumps after we're done. And then each time you do each layer, each stage on your cake, make sure you clean your cake board. Make sure you clean your cake board, you clean the cake around so that you don't have any mess. Baking is one of the messiest hobbies you can find, but please try to stay smart and keep everything clean. It makes your job easier. And here I'm still on my icing. I just decided to change the angle of the camera so you can see from the top what I'm doing. So this is the first coat, the crumb coat. I just want you guys to see that it's not so difficult. When you see someone doing it, that's when you think you can really see which angles to work with, how someone else is doing. That's how I learned my baking, really. And thank God for YouTube. YouTube has been my greatest teacher, really. Now that our cake is covered with the fresh cream, I took the baking paper and then I'm just getting ready here to measure the size, the exact size for the chocolate wrap. It's not so complicated. This is the one of the easiest ways to decorate cake. Just making sure the size fits, it's perfect. Because you wouldn't want it to be too tall. If it's taller than the cake, sometimes it can start breaking. So if you can get the exact size, that would be perfect. And then just cutting through. And for this size of cake, I decided to do 2 pieces of paper. I think that will fit perfectly. Just trying to make the paper not to roll back. Again, it was proving to be difficult, this paper. Oh. As you can see, I tried to do the baking paper to be the exact size. Yeah. Still trying to make it straight. Trying, but it was not working. Just praying the paper doesn't break. Otherwise, I have to redo everything. Oh, God. And a baker always has a plan. Plan B. Now the paper is there in one place. So here I've just put the cake in the fridge to make it just a bit chilly, because when you put the chocolate wrap, it will be a bit warm. It needs to go to a cold cake. And this chocolate, I just melted it in the microwave. Not so hot, just enough heat to make it melt. And then right into the piping bag. Yeah. And you need just a small, tiny hole. Look at my hands. They're all bent from the oven, from all the baking. But it's okay. I like it like that. I'm happy with the little hole that I made. It's okay. It's enough to make the chocolate come out not too much and not too little as well. And here the pattern you can do with your chocolate, it depends with what you like really. You can do circles, I did these diagonal lines, but if you do circles, that also work. Whatever you like, it's okay. And after putting the chocolate on your baking paper, you can wait, maybe depending with the weather really. If it's cold, it gets hard faster. But today it was hot. I had to wait almost 20 minutes or something. And then when the chocolate starts to thicken up, when it starts to get a bit hard, that's when you pick it up and put it on the cake. If you pick it up too early before it gets hard, it means it will start running and it will mess everything up. So be careful on this one. So this is the chocolate wrap again from a different camera angle. So you can see what I did. I'm not hiding anything. I'm just sharing what I know with baking cakes and decorating. So I'm going to be trying to do videos this way so that I can show you from the side when I'm doing it. And then you can also see from the top how I'll be looking at what I'm doing as well. So you are certain that this is what I'm doing and I'm not hiding anything. I'm just going to be sharing anything and everything that I know about baking. And here my chocolate is set, guys. It's not running anymore. So just picking it up and placing it on the cake. And just use your hands to help it to stick to the cake. And my other side as well. Just removing a bit of baking paper there so that the other chocolate can continue from where the other one is ending. So this wrap is actually has no direction, has no particular order. That's the whole purpose of this chocolate wrap. The no order chocolate wrap, no direction chocolate wrap, but it comes out nice. It's just a different way of also decorating. So because my baking paper was too long on the other one side, just cut off with your scissors, and then that's it. And like I always say, when decorating or baking cake, the cake is no human being. It doesn't think, it doesn't talk. So a cake should not allow you to do what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, the cake is supposed to say yes to everything, because you are the human being, you are the master. So you can't say, oh, my cake didn't come out, oh, my cake didn't. No, what you want, the cake will do. And I just did a little dance because I'm happy with the result. So my top was too plain, and I didn't really want to use strawberries on the top. So I decided to just make crumbs out of another layer of red velvet cake that I had, and just spread it all over the top. And I think it came out really nice. It came out pretty good. It looks cute. I like it. And from a different angle again, the red velvet crumbs, spreading them over the cake. And because this is fresh cream, fresh cream is very easy to just come off. So for me to spread the sprinkles on top, I just decided to take a fork. Like I said, a cake should not tell you what to do. You do what you want. So I decided to spread the crumbs on the top. I'll just use a fork. And it worked. With my hands, it was not coming out. It was not working. I just decided, no, let me stop. But with the fork, this is perfect. I like it. So another tip, Not forgetting our cake board to keep it clean, keep it nice and clean. Our working space, keeping our working environment clean as well. So on top of the cake, I decided to just cut a bit of chocolate to just add on the top, and it's not bad. I like it. Now the cake is ready for packing, putting it in the box. It's going to be picked up any minute from now. Yeah. It was a great day. Just doing a cake and finishing it the way that you had just planned is one of the best feeling for me. It makes my day. It just makes my day. I hope you guys liked this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time and bye.